Good morning, this is the Truth of Sports Show. The opinions expressed in this video are entirely of my own, but will become yours soon enough. So, this episode I'll be discussing something very important in the sports world, and that thing being nepotism. Nepotism, how it has killed NASCAR, NFL, NBA. Those are the three sports I'll talk about most in this video. I may touch on a couple others. We're going to get into it now. So, first, for those who don't know, most people do, what is nepotism? Nepotism is whenever you get a job based on connections. And this happens constantly, not just because your dad's famous, but because anybody you know has been good enough to move on to the next level, right? Or good enough, or lucky enough, or whatever. So let's talk about a major thing I've rallied against on this channel, and that's sports media. Sports media is full of nepotism. So many guys, their dad was a big name, their brother was a big name. Joe Buck, Pat Buck, right? I think it's Pat. Joe Buck's dad, major baseball guy. Oh, Joe Buck gets a job now because he's good. No, he's not good. And then we got, the Kelsey. Jason Kelsey would be nothing if it wasn't for Travis Kelsey. And Travis Kelsey's only famous because he married Taylor Swift, or dating Taylor Swift. Gonna marry Taylor Swift. I'm gonna go to that wedding and expose the truth. No, I'm not. But put that on TMZ. This is idiotic. So Jason Kelsey by himself is a funny enough guy. He's okay. But would he be on Monday Night Countdown if it wasn't for Travis Kelsey? Probably not. Would he be on anything really? But would he have his own night show that ran for 2 episodes in February last year? No. No, that's idiotic. Why would he have that? And why do you have that in begin with? There's so many examples of nepotism in the sports world, and it's nuts to me that we have just been like, all right, that's fine. So the sports media is a huge example because to be successful in media, you don't have to have a single ounce of talent in your body. Colin Cowherd, Stephen A. Smith. What good have they done for the landscape of sports, much less the landscape of media that you're inhabiting? Nothing. Not a damn thing. Colin Cowherd's most notable achievement is what? Nothing. Stephen A. Smith is going to run for president and do what? Screw the country like he did ESPN? No thanks. Sports media is a whole different topic. I've gotten off on a tangent, but continue talking about nepotism. And let's talk now about football. Football, there's a lot of nepotism. I'm not talking about players. Because players, aside from Shedeur Sanders, most players earn their spot. Shedeur is not. Shedeur played for his dad up until the NFL level. He's got to be the only guy who can say that. That is nuts. He's played for that up until he was starting for the Cleveland Browns? You kidding me? And then getting his name on the stadium, getting number retired at Colorado. He didn't win a Heisman. Travis Hunter is wild dumb also in that regard. Makes more sense. Travis Hunter's probably 5 times the player that Shedeur Sanders is. But this is nepotism and it's killing football. Let's talk about the coaches. That's the biggest example. McVay. The McVay tree is basically it's incestuous and it's got 10 freaking coaches in it. Mike LaFleur, Shanahan, which is really the Shanahan tree with a McVay, made a lot of McVay, but Shanahan first, but we won't count that all as one. It's like the Shanahan McVay tree. Clint Kubiak's a part of it. It's ridiculous. Cliff Kingsbury's a failure everywhere he's been, and guess where he's at now? With his butt buddy in the Los Angeles Rams. Nepotism is killing football. He always sees the same 5 offenses daily. Not every game. Every game's the same shit. Different day. Every time. Every time. There's only a couple people who are going against this. Mike McDonald's a good example, and same with Ben Johnson. Obviously, I'm well known to be a Bears fan on here, so I am biased. But unlike most of sports media, I'll tell you that. I'm super biased. But the only person who is yelling against this Shanahan bullcrap is Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson and Mike McDonald, kind of, but not really. Normally I have a mic when I do this. I forgot about it up until now, so I'm gonna try to go to that real quick. Yeah, I'm hooked up to something. I don't know. This was an emergency video I had to discuss quickly. You know what? Screw it. I don't need this. We're going on the fly, fellas. I mean, the NFL is in a situation where it's the same stuff every freaking time. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Man, I mean, it's like, why? Why are we going? I mean, because, oh, it works? It doesn't work. Who won the Super Bowl? Not McVay. McVay only wins it when he's got one of the top 15 quarterbacks of this century. I mean, does that make sense? Vrabel's not a McVay guy. McDonald's not a McVay guy, but Kubiak is. So, I mean, Kubiak, that's Gary Kubiak. She runs deep. She runs deep. I mean, it's ridiculous. Commercial break, I'll be right back. And that's just pro football. I mean, college has nepotism built into its bones, right? I mean, because as I aforementioned, Shedeur Sanders, uh, Phil Sims, no, Chris Sims, I think. There's guys throughout history, and he's on Monday Night Countdown. There's guys throughout history, though, who this has applied to nepotism. Marcus Vick. I mean, these guys who aren't any good, but because their family members are, they get the jobs that other people deserve. It's ridiculous. And it happens constantly. And it happens most in the sport I'm going to talk about next. One of my favorites, NASCAR. Dale Jr., Chase Elliott, Kyle Petty, Austin Dillon, Ty Gibbs, Ty Dillon. All are related to somebody who is good at something in NASCAR. Bill Elliott, great driver. Dale Earnhardt, obviously one of the greatest drivers of all time. Richard Petty, one of the greatest drivers of all time. I mean, you've got Ty Dillon and Austin Dillon's grandpa, Joe Gibb, or I'm so mad. Richard Childress, one of the greatest owners of all time. Joe Gibbs, one of the greatest owners of all time, with old Ty Gibbs. I mean, NASCAR is chock full of this. Austin Cindric, his dad was a corrupt official at Penske, and he's still in the spurt. What are we doing? What are we doing? Ryan Blaney, Dave Blaney. This is ridiculous. It's truly ridiculous. I'm a big fan of Dave Blaney. I've got a autographed Dave Blaney hat sitting off camera right now. You know what? Give me 1 second. This is not coming out of a place of hatred. This is coming out of a place of love. Look at this. Dave Blaney. It's one of my prized possessions, a Dave Blaney sign. Now, who cares about Dave Blaney other than me and Ryan Blaney? I mean, it's ridiculous. Right? I mean, it's nuts. The nepotism. The nepotism. What are we doing? I mean, how do you fix this? I don't think you do. But let's talk about the NBA. Right? Let's talk about the NBA. What the hell's a Bronny James? This is Shedeur Sanders, but NBA edition. I don't know who came first, but I think Bronny, so maybe it was Shedeur's Bronny Sanders. Football edition. Bronny Sanders, yeah. Bronny James, you know what the hell I mean. Bronny James is a shit basketball player who has been pushed up throughout multiple levels. Should have stayed in college just to see if he was worth a damn, but he didn't. He has to go to the pros with his daddy so that he can play alongside his dad. Oh. LeBron James is past his prime, needs to hang it up. He's got a legion of people who love him for some reason. He ain't no good at nothing. I mean, sports is ridiculous. It's a ridiculous thing that we all care about, right? It's ridiculous. But the idea that somebody can waltz into a thing that is so exclusive, such an exclusive club, and get right there, get to the top level because your dad, that's ridiculous, right? It's idiotic. It's dumb. I mean, let's get off of sports for a minute. This is called the Truth of Sports Show. I'm going to do a quick detour. Everything is plagued with this disease known as nepotism. 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 You hear me say it a ton. You heard me say it a ton. You hear me say it a ton more. Nepotism. What is a Rand Paul if not John Paul's son? I mean, and it's everywhere. Why was Hunter Biden in charge of anything? Biden. Why is either the Trump kids, anybody, any Trump person really at all, that was all because they're his friends, why are they involved with anything? And it's not, this isn't a partisan issue, this is everybody. I mean, Hillary, does she get anywhere if it's not for Bill? No. No. I mean, does Bill make it anywhere? Yeah, was a good politician. He figured out how to get to the top level. You got to give him credit for that. That's something you don't see enough. People give him credit just for getting to that point, right? But does Hillary get anywhere if Bill's not on the Epstein list? No. It's ridiculous, man. I mean, it's not just that. Liz Cheney, Lady Dick Cheney, the whole Bush dynasty of losing, like the Browns. I mean, George H.W. Bush technically worked his way up on his own. Inside job allegations aside, then you get to George W. Bush. Does he get anywhere? If it's not for George H.W., no. Does Jeb Bush get anywhere if it's not for George H.W.? No. Does George W. get anywhere if it's not for Jeb? No. W loses the 2000 election if it's not for Jeb. Now, I can't go far back enough to do Roosevelt's. I have no clue. I'm gonna say that was fair because they both ended up being a good presidents, but I don't know. I mean, every president's wife is involved in something. That's dumb. Melania shouldn't be involved in anything. Joe Biden shouldn't be involved in anything. They are married to the guy who does the job. I don't know Ben Johnson's wife's name, and I don't care to know it. And he don't want me to know it. I mean, it's not like I mean, she don't need to do anything. It's not. I mean, she's a wife of the guy who has the job. She doesn't have to be involved in his job. She can have her own job and be very successful at it. I mean, like we've seen presidents' wives be successful in whatever endeavor they pursue, but I'd rather that be pursued the without the president having to push her down our throats. Like Melania, right? Supermodel. She was a successful supermodel, and then now she needs to tell us about eating. I mean, Michelle Obama's got to tell us how to eat apples. Joe Biden has a doctorate in English, but she got to tell me how to live my life? No, she's a accomplished doctor in English. Let her be that. And there's so many throughout history. There's not enough to really talk about. That's the truth of Spurt's dive into politics. Not you probably didn't think that was gonna happen when you clicked on this video, right? I mean, but nepotism is all around us. That was what the point of this whole yarn is. I mean, Hollywood. If you look at the Thunderbolts, two of them have famous dads: Lewis Pullman and Jack Russell. I think his name's Jack. Both have fame. I mean, the whole Russell. I love Kurt Russell. He's a very cool guy. And Goldie Hawn, awesome. The whole thing of their three kids getting pushed and stuff is ridiculous. Kate Hudson. I mean, it's dumb. But I mean, is there a way to root out nepotism? Is there a way in anything? Is there a way to root out nepotism? And I think it's up to. I mean, it's supply and demand. If we keep shitting out McVay and Shanahan and Kubiak's, then yeah, that's what they're gonna keep getting. The demand's gonna be there. They're gonna keep bringing out these. But if the owners sack up and get a new guy, get a Ben Johnson, get a Mike McDonald, get these innovative names that aren't involved in these shoes. Even Dan Campbell wasn't involved in these shoes. I don't even like Dan Campbell. But like the Kevin O'Connell, who I think's a great coach, but why did he get the job? Kevin O'Connell, Matt LaFleur, Mike LaFleur, Cliff Kingsbury, Mike McDaniel. And those are just five I named of. That's not even naming the ones that have just gotten old offensive coordinator jobs because of this and failed. Shane Waldron failed. We need more of these innovative minds. We need more people who aren't these pseudo innovative minds who are just McVay disciples who just do whatever he does and sucks his dick on the weekends. We need the actual innovative minds like Ben Johnson, like Mike McDonald. I mean, and then NASCAR. How do we fix this? Chase Elliott's an okay driver at best. As fans, we have to realize that. I know his dad was beloved. Doesn't mean he's got to be. Ryan Blaney's a good driver. You got to give him that. Should he have got the job as soon as quick as he did? No. I mean, is he good? Yeah. Uh, Austin Cindric? No. Take him out. I don't know how he still has that job. I do. Nepotism. Nepotism. I mean, the whole thing, right? I mean, it's like, does Ty Gibbs get a ride at, what, 19, 20, 21 without Joe Gibbs? No. I mean, does Austin Dillon not work at a Dollar General if it's not for Richard Childress? No, not at all. Does anybody know who Ty Dillon is? No. Then there are cases of nepotism where the person ends up being good at something that makes like Dale Jr. was not a great NASCAR driver. I love Dale Jr. He is a great media personality. Awesome. Great podcaster, great media, great all that. I mean, Shadur is he's a fun guy to follow because he's so controversial. Maybe he'll be a good media personality down the road, right? But just because your dad was good at something don't mean you have to be. Decide to get the same thing. And I'll leave you with this. The best things in football, the best examples that I can come up with nepotism failing are the ones that we have to look back on. Right? For example, Lou Holtz. When he went to Carolina in like 03, he took the team and went to like from 0 wins to like 6 wins, which is good. The goal was for Skip to take over as head coach. Skip wasn't good enough. Skip did not get the job. This was a great example of nepotism failing, but then the team failing after. Carolina was not good after that. They did get, I think they may have went into Steve Spurrier right after that, so that is a good example of maybe if we don't go for nepotism, we go for old guys. But we're seeing at UNC, the idea is that Steve Belichick's going to be the coach of UNC. Unless if that's in writing, that will not stay. No way. I mean, we see it all over the place. Nepotism failing. I mean, Jeb Bush ended up failing when he got. I mean, whether you like him or hate him, he got big boyed by Trump. I mean, George really W failed. I mean, but neither really Bush, the original Bush failed. Liz Cheney failed. We see a lot of this nepotism get you high, then you fail. And I think this is where, as voters, as an owner of an NFL team, as fans of NASCAR, as fans of LeBron James, you got to be like the. You got to think about it like this. Nepotism can get you to the level. It cannot win you games. It cannot win you elections. Well, it can win you elections. It can't win the big issues. It can't. It can't just talk for you. It can't politic for you. So I mean, let the Liz Cheneys, let the Jeb Bushes, let the Kyle Petty who failed in NASCAR, let the Shadur Sanders who won't amount to anything. Let the Cliff Kingsburys who won't amount to anything. Let the Bronny James be a message to you. Stay away from nepotism. Come the ballot box this November, do not vote for the person who you know their dad. Vote for the person, if you put blinders on your eyes, you do not see what is in front of you, who is going to make a better future for your state. That is who you vote for. If there's anything you take away from this, dude, if you have to hire somebody at your job, if you have to vote for a politician, if you have to choose a NASCAR driver, if you have to do any of these things, do it based on merit. Do it based on who is actually good at their job. Do not do it based on nepotism. Thank you.